Hi everyone, I'm the Plant Propagator and welcome to my channel. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about what I do, please subscribe to my channel. Today we're in my old university laboratory and I want to share some preliminary scientific results with you. I posted a video a while ago about the effects of banana baby food formula as a medium addition for orchid replate medium. And so what I want to do is share some of those results with you and talk a little bit about the science that it took to get to this point. And we're not quite done yet. So what happened on this is that I found that somebody told me, actually Fred Clark told me that the addition of baby food formula to the replate medium, a certain type baby food formula, would give really nice root growth and really nice orchid growth. So I tried it. I did a plus and minus baby food formula, and the results of that experiment were pretty clear. And that was with the orchids that I was looking at, with the cattleyas and encyclias, that the addition of the banana baby food formula was really beneficial for growth, both root growth and shoot growth. And so what I did was I decided to contact the manufacturer of the baby food formula to find out what was in it and what amounts of components were in the baby food formula to try to dissect what was contributing to this nice growth. And I was told, and again I posted this in the video, that the only components, and it says on the label, is baby food, or is banana and lemon juice. But I was told how much was in there, and I looked at the contents of the lemon juice, and it's mostly citric acid. And actually lemon juice is manufactured based on the concentration of citric acid that is in that specific extract. And so what I wanted to do was find if the banana or the citric acid component of the banana baby food formula was contributing to growth. So I set up an experiment where I evaluated, first thing was no addition, the second addition was just banana baby food, the third addition was banana, and the fourth addition was citric acid. And when I say addition, those were done separately. So the medium only contained baby food, it was the medium plus baby food, or the medium plus a banana, or the medium plus citric acid. And so you see, what I should have done in hindsight, what I should have done was also add lemon juice, because lemon juice, there are other components to it as well, but it made sense that citric acid would be contributing to good growth because of what it does in culture. It's a reducing agent, an antioxidant, and so it made sense that it would contribute to growth. Also, when I added the lemon juice, it dropped the pH of the medium, which was when I added the citric acid, what it did was drop the pH of the medium, similar to what happened when you add the baby food formula. So I wanted to try just citric acid, and I did leave something out, but as you'll see, it really didn't matter. I wanted to do an experiment, and again, when you do these experiments, you have to try plus and minus. I see a lot of times situations where you'll find out either at a scientific meeting or you'll see it on YouTube that someone says, add eggshells, add just banana skin, add pennies, add something to the medium, and then what people will do is they'll just throw it in, their plants will look better, and they'll say, oh, it must have been that. But it could have been any of the other things that were also involved in growing that plant. So what you need to do is a plus and minus type experiment in order to do a real experiment. And that's what I tend to do in the laboratory, and these are the results that I'm going to share with you. So be careful when you hear that someone says, do this. You know, if something's working for you, certainly stay with that method, or try that method while keeping some of your other plants or other treatments the same, all right? So do real science and do a real scientific experiment before you alter how you grow your plants or how you do certain things. So let's take a look at these. What I have, my results here are in flasks shown here, and then in petri dishes shown right here. and they're a little bit different. I set up this experiment about 3 months ago for the flasks, and about 1.5 months ago for the things in the Petri dishes. And I'm not going to show you the dishes because there's really not much going on in there, but we're going to look at the flasks. The experiment's not quite done yet. The tissue hasn't quite reached its final step, so we're going to look at it. We kind of need to decide how we're going to evaluate this experiment based on what's there. It's always good to don't just look at the end point, but look at all the points in between, and then collect your data based on the preliminary results that you get when you look at the experiment early. All right, so let's take a look at this and see what we find. Okay, so let's just take a look at a few of these flasks here. And as we go through these, the order that I'm going to show them is going to be no addition, banana baby food addition, banana, and then finally citric acid. And this happens to be a cattleya, and the first treatment is no addition. The next treatment is the banana baby food formula. The next treatment is addition of banana, and finally this is the treatment where just citric acid was added. And what you can see is the citric acid treatment may have appeared to be slightly detrimental to the growth of these orchids. The banana treatment for this appears to be the same. The baby food, banana baby food formula, not quite as nice growth, and then finally the control where there's not much growth there. And again, that's a cattleya. This is a dendrobium, and again I'll start out that this is the no addition, and then the banana baby food formula. I'm sorry, the container's a little bit cloudy because they're old, they've been used a lot, but you can kind of see what's going on. You need to use your imagination a little bit when you look at this anyway. So this is the banana baby food. This is, again, you can't see it very well, but you can see the roots in there. This is the banana addition, and then finally the citric acid. So there's not much effect on this dendrobium. There may be a little bit of a benefit of adding the banana baby food and the banana compared to the no addition right here. So let's take a look at some other treatments. Okay, and this is another cattleya. This is the no addition banana baby food formula here. This is the banana, and you can see nice root growth here. The plants aren't that big, but so this experiment still has a little bit longer to go. And then finally the citric acid treatment, where this just doesn't look very good at all. So not really very promising results here from the citric acid treatment. The best treatment here is the addition of the banana, but it's still a little early on this too. Okay, so this is the final treatment that I want to share with you. And again, it's a little early. This is the no addition. This is a cattleya. This is the banana baby food formula here. This is the banana shown right here. And then finally the citric acid addition shown here. And again, the citric acid treatment really just doesn't look very well, whereas the banana here and the banana baby food really look nice. Okay, so as you saw, the interesting thing was that the citric acid really was not of any benefit. It didn't do a thing, and in fact it may have been detrimental. So when you add the baby food formula that actually contains lemon juice and the citric acid, it may take away from the effects that you're seeing. Again, it's a little bit early, but these are the results that we're seeing, and the reality of it is what worked was banana addition. So what is contributing? And it's still a little early. We still got to wait another month or two to see what's going on, just to make sure we know what's going on. And again, it doesn't affect all of the orchids that I plated similarly. It affects some more than others, but there are differences, and we got to keep that in mind as we move forward. It may, but I think that the bottom line is it didn't hurt to add the banana, and so it may be good to add it if you don't know how your plant is going to respond. But what is here? What is in the banana that is contributing to growth? Well, I looked up to see what's in the banana in the literature, and there's a lot of information on, you know, the different organic acids that are in here. There's protein in here, and could it be the protein? You know, this is a complex structure. It contains a lot of different compounds. amounts. And so we have to, if I wanted to, and I'm not sure I want to do this, we could dissect this further and see what contributes to the enhanced growth that we're seeing with orchids. The interesting thing is really the major components of here, and it depends on the level, the state of ripeness of the banana, but the components in here are different types of starches and sugars. Starch, I'm really not sure that's contributing to growth. It could be, but the sugars in here are pretty interesting, and there's a lot of sugar. So when I added, for example, about a banana to my medium, that's about 100 grams of banana, that contains large quantities of sugars, and the sugars, the major sugars in bananas, depending on the stage of ripeness, are sucrose, glucose, and fructose. All right, and sucrose is what normally is added to the medium at a certain concentration, but by adding the banana, it adds about 50% more sucrose. So that's a really easy thing to try and evaluate, is add sucrose to the medium to see what's going on. There are reports in the literature, and actually I've used glucose as a media addition when I was in graduate school for growth of cotton cells in culture. So there is some reason to believe that the glucose that's in here, lot lower levels of glucose than sucrose, but there's reason to believe that glucose may be contributing, and fructose as well. So there's a lot of different sugar components. But if I do the experiment properly, what I need to do is add the base level of sucrose, and then add the additional sucrose that's in the banana, and then add glucose, and then add fructose, and add different combinations of all those and compare those to just adding the banana. That's a lot of different treatments. I'm not sure I want to do this. I may just want to add banana to my media formulation, figure out what the right stage is, and add that. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated of the results here. It does look like preliminarily that the banana is the component of the banana baby food formula that contributes to enhanced growth of orchids in the replate medium. So that's all I have for today. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about what I do, please subscribe to my channel, and happy propagating.